Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're gonna take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the next 3 months of October, November and December. We're gonna see the meanings of the cards pretty much from every aspect. Whether you are interested in love, relationship, money, career, finance, there's something for everyone in this reading. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please pay attention to those messages that are relevant for you and resonate with you, and let go of the others. But let's get started. We're gonna start with your Spirit Animal Oracle card, and the card that has a message for you is number 21, Dove Spirit, be peace. So this is all about peace. This is all about embracing the energy of peace and allow peace and compassion to kind of take over your heart, and also finding a peace within, right? So finding this peace can be very important this period of time for you. Maybe you need to find a way to meditate or quiet the turbulence within, as to kind of find the tranquility that you need. Some of you are maybe looking for a peace, or just be more peaceful, or just, even if you're kind of going through difficulties, if you're going through arguments, try to find a way that's going to lead you to peace as well. Now this can also mean that, some of you have been kind of going through some disturbed waters around you, and it's very important for you to kind of find a peace within you first, and that's going to be able to have a bigger impact, because the water is going to become still, and you're going to find peace. And also be compassionate with others, and be compassionate with yourself as well, because that's like that peaceful kind of approach will spread to others as well. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is the card of choices. Seven of Cups is card of not seeing clearly as well, being a little bit confused. So let's kind of get into that. If you have a lot of choices to choose from, then obviously this card is indicating that you have many options in front of you. And some of you might be hesitant to choose any of those. Maybe you have multiple career options, some offers that are presented to you, or you need to choose whether you want to go on your own or stay where you are, or multiple options, business opportunities, investment proposals, and this is the card that's kind of telling us that you have a hard time choosing. But obviously this can represent for some of you on a personal level that maybe you have a lot of people to choose from. You are very interesting for many people. They want to get to know you, and you have a hard time to pick and choose from these people. Now this card also can be connected to confusion, like if you have many options to choose from, maybe you need to kind of meditate a little bit just to kind of connect it to the Dove Spirit card. Maybe some of you need to kind of narrow down the option and eliminate some of them to kind of see things a little bit clearly. Maybe create a list that what are the pros and cons of this person, of this opportunity, of these proposals, whatever you have. But this card is also connected to being very dreamy, when you're kind of spending a lot of the time daydreaming, and you need to be a little bit more realistic. It is also connected to manifestation. So if you're trying to manifest something, and then for me this card can indicate that one day you want something, the other day you want the opposite of it. So you're kind of going back and forth, and the universe is telling you, okay, I don't know what you want. One day you're like, oh, I want to have a new job. Oh no, I'm fine where I am. I want to start my own business. I want to have a new partner. So that's kind of the ups and downs that kind of comes with the Seven of Cups, and again, the universe is telling you, I don't know what to deliver to you. But let's see what else we have here in the past for you. It starts with the High Priest. So High Priest is the card of faith. having faith in yourself, having faith in the universe. He's the connector between the earth and the heavens. So this might be kind of connected to meditation. Again, this might be connected to institutions as well. This is the card of commitment, traditions. So if for some of you it might mean a commitment from the point of view that maybe some of you are in a committed relationship, or you are about to get married, get engaged. But this commitment can also connect it to job or a contract of some sort, where you are committing yourself to something or making a promise. This can be connected to, from a relationship perspective, it can be a very traditional relationship based on traditional values as well. In terms of job or career, this is kind of like can indicate that some of you are maybe going back to school or studying, or you are working in a school or in an institution that has a long history. It's a very well established institution, organization. Some of you might be connected to a community as well, working in a community, collaborating with people as well. So those are kind of certain meanings of this card. Now the next card we have here for you is the Tower. So the Tower is an indication that you've went through some difficult change, some sudden change, where your whole world was turned upside down. This can be connected to losing a job, a breakup, or a sudden change, or an experience that kind of was not easy to go through, but it kind of makes you free as well. It can be also connected to some restructuring that some of you might have gone through, especially there's some kind of traditional systems, belief systems that are kind of changing with this Tower in connection to the High Priestess. It can be like that you have to kind of whatever you believed in so far is totally had to change due to this Tower moment of sudden change. Because one thing you need to consider with the Tower comes into our life when we didn't do the changes that we should have done. So for example, we stayed in a situation, a position, a job, a relationship, or any kind of situation for way too long, and you didn't make the evolution that you should have done, and when the Tower comes into your life, the universe is practically taking you out of this situation, because you're not making the decision that you should have, and this kind of connected to this indecision of that's kind of represented by the Seven of Cups, where you don't know kind of how to move forward, and those are the moments when the Tower can come in and the universe is forcing you to make a decision. But again, like Tower can be connected to a recognition, or when you kind of have this moment of realization, because it's kind of it's connected to the crown chakra, where you have this moment of realization as well. So some of you might have gone through a moment of realization of through this Tower moment. What's really important here that there's some kind of a change that forces you to rebuild something, maybe your relationship, your life, your career, your business as well. Yeah, so let's continue. And you also have here the King of Cups. So King of Cups can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card, because it's a court card. So this is a king that's very balanced. He is leading from his heart, but he's also using his mind, his brain, his logic. And because of that, he's a very good in terms of communicating. He has great diplomatic skills. He's a healer, helper, and also can be connected to creativity. On a personal level, it's somebody who's very loving, very reliable, and also like a good father figure. What's kind of interesting for me in this, it can also signify that you've been through a lot of difficulties, a lot of storm, like with this Tower, and when you kind of look at the King of Cups, he's going through all these stormy weathers behind him in the middle of the ocean, but he's very stable. So it can indicate that you've been very peaceful, very stable, in spite of the difficulties that you've been through. And we talked about it as well here with the Dove Spirit, that some of you might have gone through some stormy weathers, some big waves of changes in your life. But let's see how this kind of continues. In the present, you do have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is also a court card, so can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This usually Knights bring some kind of an action to us, and this is an action from the heart. Can be definitely connected to, on the romantic levels, to some proposals, marriage, getting engaged as well, or being asked out for a date. When it's definitely, this is an action coming from the heart. But it can be also, especially like, when you look at the top row, you have kind of like a proposal. Like for some of you, this can be a marriage proposal that comes out of the blue and makes you feel a little bit confused. And it can come from a person who's very loving and very stable. But it can be also like, on a work end, maybe there's some kind of an offer coming in, like a contract that comes out of the blue, and maybe for a leadership position, and it makes you feel confused. Okay, what should I do now? Now the next card we have here for you is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is the card of change, the card of positive change. This is the card, especially when you went through some difficulties, you can expect that things are turning for the better. This is the card when the universe is stepping in and helping you, and bringing aligns things for you. This is kind of like when you're at the right time, at the right place, in the right moment, and you're meeting the right people, right? This can be that you are meeting the right people for a relationship. This can be that you are meeting the right people for a job opportunity or a business opportunity. What's really important here, that luck is on your side. Things are aligning for you, and especially if you went through some difficulties, which I can see it from the Tower. That's an indication, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, that the universe had to remove something from your life to bring you something that's gonna be better compared to what you had. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. I'm always very excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with you. And only a few % of people end up subscribing, so I hope you're going to be one of them. So in the future, you do have the Hanged Man. So Hangman is the card that comes up when you're kind of feeling that things are not moving forward, things are not progressing. Maybe a job is not progressing, maybe a relationship is not progressing, or if you're single, you've been kind of alone for a while and you don't see that things are moving forward. And talking about being single. If you're single, sometimes the Tower can bring you an experience that's not easy, but it helps you to realize why you might be single. But anyway, let's continue with the Hangman. The Hangman is all about seeing things from a different perspective. The reason why he is turned upside down, because he wants to get a new perspective. Right, so it's very important for you as well to kind of try to see things from a different point of view, and that's gonna give you the enlightenment, the clarity that you need. And also, with the Hangman, the reason he's kind of sacrificing his legs and arms, it's a symbol that maybe there's something that you need to give up, something you need to sacrifice, or you might need to just surrender to whatever's happening to you. Because you have here two cards that are talking about the universe stepping in with this Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hanged Man is also surrendering. So I think some of you just need to surrender, accept whatever's kind of you've been going through, and hope and have faith that the universe is delivering you something amazing. So just surrender to the current situation, or to the process itself, that is going to bring you some positive things. And the Moon is also showing that things has been uncertain. Some of you have been going through some fears, anxieties due to the uncertainty that the Tower or the confusion might have brought in for you. But the Moon is there to shine a light for you in the dark. And the Moon here, that light is really your inner voice, your instinct, your inner guidance. Because what the Moon is always telling you, you need to follow your instinct, follow your guidance, and that's gonna lead you to something amazing. So while especially if you're kind of confused, make sure that you listen to your heart, you listen to your instinct. And at the bottom of the deck, at the bottom of the last card is the Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles is all about balancing things, balancing your life, balancing the projects. Whenever it comes up, you are able to balance one project after the other. So you're really good at juggling things at work. Some of you are balancing how much time you're spending with your loved ones, how much time you are spending at work. It is also a card that's indicating that you are very good with money, even with very little funds, you're able to achieve something great. And you can kind of see here the unlimited sign that is indicating that you do have unlimited potential, which is definitely connected here, that maybe you have a lot of options, a lot of opportunities, and then that's kind of makes you a little bit confused. I also find it interesting when you look at here these two cards of the waves behind them, right? Like definitely can be a sign that you've been going through some ups and downs. I kind of always like to compare the Two of Pentacles to a roller coaster ride, especially in the Rider-Waite Tarot, where you kind of see that these ships are going up and down, up and down. It can be a sign that, some of you are going through some ups and downs. Sometimes you're feeling the highs, sometimes you're feeling the lows, and you're kind of trying to balance that, okay, when is it going to be a little bit smoother. I can also kind of see, when I look at this row, that some difficult change, it's still impacting you from the past, makes you feel confused and feel afraid that it might happen again. And again, like you already talked here about the universe stepping in, so you definitely need to have a little bit more faith with that High Priestess. And at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups, which definitely connected to the harvest season, right? You have those pumpkins there, so maybe something around Thanksgiving or harvest, where you might have something to celebrate, because the Three of Cups is the card of celebration, joy, happiness, getting together with people. It can be that you're getting some kind of an opportunity that you're going to celebrate. It can be that you are going to celebrate with people. Like it can be a birthday, it can be getting engaged, getting married, having children, baptism, birthdays, or office get-togethers. There's some kind of something here to celebrate. So I think just trust that the universe is bringing you something great. Surrender to that process. Be at peace, and try to find inner peace, and meditate and connect with the universe and follow your intuitions. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.